And the 13 branches, the seva begins with 9 roots. The 9 roots are the underwords, the 13 upperwords. So when you dot here, you have to begin right at the bottom to start your way up all the way to the top. And when you complete everything, good. Better life after that, reincarnation. That's the story, right? So something happens here at the end of the game. When someone scored, right, and somebody lose, something happened. We got 6 carvings. By the way, let me show you this because this is actually players, right? With the part that I mentioned to you guys and what's supposed to be wearing in that time. I mean, we talk about a headdress, right? Certain kind of like a custom, the shoulder pad, the elbow pad, and the hips. And this rubber ball that is quite heavy. We find those balls here in Chichen Itza, so they are that heavy. And in fact, today, if you want to buy one ball like that one, really, I just find out, never thought it would be that expensive. A rubber ball that they are used today by these guys that play these, like shows to hotels and places, it costs 20,000 pesos. 20,000 pesos is like almost $1,500, right? So there's no any other sport that you would pay that much because $1,500, maybe, I don't know, maybe a Big Bird, the Callaway, or maybe a King Cobra, club, it might cost you maybe $600. You agree? A driver, I'm talking about driver, right? Because the clubs on the fairway woods are less expensive. So obviously this is quite expensive, right? And not many people play. If I find this guy today, because he sells souvenirs, I'm gonna ask him to show you guys, because he is starting to play the ulama, or the pok-the-pok. He can show you how are the bruises that he got. Bad because he hit that ball that is so heavy, okay? So something happens at the end of the game. There are 6 carvings. That's the carving over there. Another carving right here across where we got those snakes with all these feathers, right? 2 more carvings in the middle and 2 more carvings at the end. In a minute I will take you there. You guys take a picture because you will see the players, like this one, right? But on the wall, and you will also see the captains. In this carving shows one captain holding one knife on his right hand. The same captain is holding a knife, he's holding with the left hand one head, like this, from the hair. You see perfectly the profile, and you will see the neck and the blood coming out of the neck. In the other side, you see the captain, of the whole team, and the captain, right, of that team. He has one knee on the floor, head is gone, blood is coming out of his neck. And the blood that comes out of his neck are snakes. The snakes are flowers, fruits, seeds, and corn. The carving seems to be showing 6 times over and over, the same carving. That at the end of this game, when someone wins, someone loses, they use his blood to offer to these guys, right? And the blood turns into life. The question that we always wonder once when we start doing all this for a living, and we have read everybody's different beliefs in different books, right? Which one you think that they offer? The winner or the loser?
I think maybe the winner.
The winner.
It's an honor, it's a privilege, it's a better life after death. There's a Shivalba place involved. You begin somewhere down and you make your way up. It's like the same story that you might have that they might call hell, the middle part of the hell that you might go start right there. That is the middle, purgatory, how do you call that one?
Purgatory.
And then you go to heaven, right? And maybe you might get a nice ticket all the way up, but if not, well, you have to make your way up, right? So let's go over there, take a picture, because we're down right here. We are now approaching the pictures, right? To those carvings. Okay, great. So what's an honor? What's a privilege, right? Not that they want to die. They have to die, one of them, not all of them, only one, to offer his blood. Because probably someone that I know with the name Abraham, they asked the same, right? Son. And they always like to cut heads. And in different cultures, really. Then you go to Europe, right? And you get all the stories from those castles in Europe. You also cut the heads over there. Right? Romans too, right? But the Romans usually cut the heads because they like cutting heads. First person that probably some Romans cut the head was someone with the name John. John Baptist.
Oh, right.
Huh? So here, of the 6 carvings, that one is like the best, right? Like the most preserved, more clear. So the ball that high, right? Hard. Very hard, not
How do you do it? Elbow?
The elbow you hit. Yes.
You can't go that high, can it?
Of course, yeah. Obviously, I can't do it because I don't play, right? I'm not even a player, not even a professional one. But the professional people, the ones that they play this game for a living, they have hit the ball so many times and they know how to hit it, right? That when they hit that ball that is that heavy, the ball really goes that high. I can show you. Show you a picture. Guys playing here. After almost 6 hours of filming, right? People that were not Mexican people, there were people coming from the United States. They got all the cameras, they got the rail, that they were moving real fast, right? They were making kind of like a movie, but it was not a movie, it was a program, TV show by this Discovery Channel, National Geographic, or History Channel. They put these guys, the Ulama people that plays today in Xcaret and most of these places, they paid who knows how many dollars to be playing here, to make the ball go through that hoop. In 6 hours, these Mayan people that plays in Xcaret and all those places that is not so high, here in Chichen Itza, they only pass the ball once. So they play for 6 hours, they hit many times the ball, and the ball went that high, but not through. Because to make it go through, could be two different ways. Or just go clean through, or hit the wall and pass through, right? It's like when you guys play basketball, right? There are times that when the ball doesn't hit the board, right, goes clean, right? But when it hits the board, so look at these guys playing, and you can see that they are hitting the ball, kind of like a height on this picture, with the hip only, no shoulders, no elbows, only hips. Here in Chichen Itza.
Long way to go.
Oops, my flag. I'll give it to you again, right? Because flag should not be on the floor. If they see me in that one, they might put him in jail if my flag has been found on the floor. I'm sorry, this is real. Because flag in Mexico is something that you only can use it like I'm using it, right? But it will be completely forbidden. Any person that uses a flag through a bikini, jail.
Really?
Of course, I swear. There is a lady that maybe you might heard his name, Talia. Have you heard her name, Talia? Talia is a Mexican lady. She's a pop singer, pop star, married with Tony Motola. She owns a nice apartment in New York. Tony Motola is the owner of this Sony Music. Okay? Okay, so obviously she has a lot of money. But Talia is a pop star in Mexico. Talia one day, somewhere in Spain, who knows where, she come up with a bikini with the Mexican flag. She was wanted in Mexico for jail. Just for that. Wearing a bikini. Really. So right here, let me show you that one. There you go. Can you see him? Shoulder, elbow, belt, racket on the right hand. All the players has this thing holding with the right hand. So when they use that racket, it's because some people explain that when the game lasts that long, because it wasn't that easy just to pass that ball, and the sun sets and nobody moves, there were fire everywhere, like the light of the stadium come up, right? The ball was on fire, and when the ball's on fire, you don't want to hit it with your hips and shoulders. So they provide to the players a racket, and some people, also other people says that they might use this kind of like a bat or stick that all these players seems to be wearing, right? Some people mention that one. I only believe about the racket. I don't believe about the stick, even that I can see that stick. The reason why I don't believe about the sticks is because when I see these players with that stick, I also can notice the headdress that they got, the earrings that they got, these things that cross this guy's nose. Today they might be called piercing, that one, right? In those days it was something quite big that crossed through your nose. And look, these feathers. These feathers in those days, only very, very upper class can wear that feather. Because the feathers can be 4 to 5 feet long. It's like me, that height, right? And in those days, if you wear something like that one, it's because you might have a lot of cocoa beans that you can afford that one, or for sure you are someone very important. So in carvings and places that I have been, you see a person that was crowned because he's the son of this ruler or king, and he's sitting in a jaguar throne. They have put him, or they already are about to put him a head or a headdress, and they have give him, the new king, swan stick. And he appears with that stick, sorry, okay? This stick that he appears is just like that stick. The stick that they are giving to you is called scepter. So in those days, scepters was given to this high class. So that's why we believe that one. So what is the bird that provides 4 or 5 feet long feather? Not peacock, quetzal. Quetzal bird is this one, right? The feathers come from the bird, from the tail of the bird. 2 feathers only, right? And in the middle we have the captains of both teams, right? When knife and everything, right? Like the bleeding, bloody part of his story, right? Because remember, blood is what sells in most of the movies, right? You go and see these movies of Braveheart, right? That's the captain, right? No racket, because on his right hand he's holding one knife. So his left hand, that is gun, that used to be there, from the long hair that this guy's wearing that time, he's holding one head over there, the neck, and the 5 lines of blood. You see it? This head belongs to him. Did you see where are the knees? Where are those knees? You follow the body until you reach the neck. And the neck that is there, it shows 3, 1, 2, 3 snakes. 1 snake, 1, 2 is gone, and 3, 7 snakes. But the one in the middle does flowers, fruits, corns, and leaves. Snakes are symbol of fertility. Okay? The skull here, with the mouth open, coming from the mouth, it represents also messenger. Like the message. The message has been given, the message has been done to this God. So take a picture and then we move to the next place in the shape. Right? Take a picture. You need to, you want to. So it's warmer, getting warmer, right? And today is not even probably 35 Celsius. Right? Maybe 32. So imagine last week when we got 42 Celsius. It was really boiling. It feels that we just put our faces inside of an oven last week. And when I finished at night, I looked myself in the mirror and I saw my face completely black, burned. And I feel my forehead right like this